So in the lab, we are using type 2 hypervisor, which is VMware Workstation. So I have already configured few machines. So let me delete this machine first. This also. Do you guys know how to create the virtual machine on VMware Workstation? Guys,
No. Yeah, Mahesh, I know.
you know, okay. You don't know. Who is this? Shiva, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. To create a new virtual machine, na, you can, if you do not have that software, you can download it from VMware Workstation, like VMware official website. You will get this at free of cost for 45 days, right? Trial. So you can download that software and you can install that software. So you can install it from like na VMware Workstation Pro download. Go to that website, and from this website you can get it for Windows for 30 days. Okay. If you do not have, please download it. 30 days or 45 days, I'm not sure, but you will get some extension. Okay. So now to create a new virtual machine on VMware Workstation, what you have to do, you have to click on the file, new virtual machine, then go with the default one only. If you are advanced, you can go with the custom, but I'm going with the default. Click on next. I will install operating system later. That is completely fine. We will mount ISO media later. Next. Now it is asking for selection. So we are going to deploy Microsoft Windows operating system, and our addition will be Windows Server 2019. Next. Now name it as DC. Why? Because I'm creating domain controller. Next. Now it is asking for the hard drive size. So 60 GB is completely fine for testing. Click on next. Here, just click on customize hardware. So you can see right now 2 GB of RAM is allocated to this machine. So let's make it 4 GB at least. And now we have to mount the ISO media. So click on use ISO media, and we have to browse the ISO media. So this is the ISO media for server 2019. If you do not have that ISO media, you can download it from Microsoft, or I will share a link to you from there. You can download it. Just select this, the network adapter, make it host only, because we do not want any external connection to this machine. Why? Because we are creating a virtual machine only. And close this. Finish. Now you will see one machine is created here by name DC. Power on this machine and press any key to boot from CD DVD. Hit enter. Now our OS is deploying. So this is a very basic for IT engineer, like how to install operating system. So it will take a while. These are selection like language, time and currency, and keyboard. US is completely fine. English, that is fine. Click on next. Click on install now. Now, what we have to do, we have to select Windows Server 2019 Standard Edition with desktop experience, right? If you go with the first one, na, you will get a Windows server in CLI mode, means you will get only command prompt to operate the entire server, but we do not want that, right? So we will go with the desktop experience, right? And data center edition, it is for data centers only, where we have to use the virtualization or Hyper-V, right? But in this, we do not require any Hyper-V, so we will go with the standard. Now, as usual, accept the license, click on next. Click on custom. This is a hard drive what we have allocated to this server. Simply click on next. So it will take maybe up to 5 to 10 minutes. Let's wait for this. In the meantime, guys, do you have any idea what is DSCP and what is DNS?
Yeah, Mahesh, I have some idea on that.
Mm-hmm. What is this?
DNS means it will resolve the IP to the host name to the IP.
Mm-hmm.
And for DHCP, it assign the IPs automatically.
Okay.
If I'm not.
So guys, these are the basics of MCSA, like Microsoft Certified Administrator, something like that. Okay, I'm not getting the full form in my mind right now. So these are the very very basic things for Microsoft. So before preparing for the Citrix, so we always assume like some basic idea from the student, like how to create user account, how to reset user password, how to join machine into domain, right? So these are the very very basic things. If you have some time, I will share one playlist to you guys. Okay, so what you can do, you can follow that playlist. In that I explained each and everything in simple way. Okay, but I'm not sure those videos I recorded in Hindi. So if you are quite familiar with Hindi, so you can go through those videos. Also, I'm having recordings in English as well, so whatever language you prefer, you can you have to go through those videos for to clear your basics.
Mahesh,
Mm-hmm.
in real time, how will get the tickets in Citrix environment?
What
In real time, how we can get the tickets from the business team, the tickets?
are you talking about? Incident and a service request from end users?
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
basically, there is a multiple tools, right? So, in most of the organization, like the popular
Mhm.
tools are ServiceNow and Remedy, right? So those are the ticketing tools. On those tools,
Yeah.
you will get the tickets from the end users.
Okay. Actually, 24th is my joining date in
Mm-hmm.
a new company.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, it will complete.
Yes, yes. Today is what? Today is 10th or 11th, 13th. And we have lots of time. Yes, we will get this done. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So after this, your task will be to deploy the
You
domain controller. Okay. You can follow
okay.
that video. I will share with you guys. Just try to replicate the infra,
Where,
whatever I am explaining to you guys. Just try to replicate the same on your hardware.
yeah, sure. Where you from, Mahesh, basically?
Basically, I am from Indore, Madhya Pradesh.
Madhya Pradesh.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so now it is asking to set some password for administrator user. Okay. So basically in Windows, default admin will be the administrator. So I'm entering some password here. So our installation is almost done. But as you can see, the skin resolution is not that much good, right? So for this, we have some tools from VMware. Those VM tools we have to install in this machine first, right? So if you right click on machine, you will get one option to install VMware tools. Click on that, click on install. So this is the ISO media which is mounted for VM tools. Click on install. And after this, you will see it will automatically adjust the resolution as per my laptop screen. Okay, so our resolution has been adjusted now. It will ask to restart, but I will restart this later on. Why? Because I have to change the host name of this server first. So to change the host name, go to the local server. Here you will find the computer name. Click on it. Click on change and name it as DC. DC for domain controller. Okay. Click OK and close this window and restart it now. Again, send controller delete, login, So this is our server now. Go to the local server. You will see the computer name and the Ethernet and like product ID activated or not. Those kind of things you will get here. Click on the network adapter. So to configure or reconfigure any server, the primary thing like that server, it should be on static IP address, right? So I am entering some static IP to this machine. Let's enter 192.168, then 10 dot, let's make it 100. Default subnet will be same. And gateway, there is no need to enter the gateway because we do not have to connect this machine to the internet. But if you have any gateway, you can enter it. And those IP details you will get from the network team, or if you are having any router in your infra, you can check with the router like what IP is configured over there. Okay. So click on OK. Again, click on OK. Close this. Let's disable the adapter and enable it. Okay, so this stuff has been done. Now what we have to do, we have created one server, we have changed the host name and we have given some IP address like static IP address to that server, right? Now, what we have to do, we have to configure this server as a domain controller, right? So for the same, we have to add some roles, right? So to add any role in server, what we have to do, go to the manage, click on the add roles and features, click on next, again click on next. So this is our server detail, right? Click on next. Now, what role we have to add? Active Directory and domain services. So I have select that Active Directory and domain services. Click on next. This is the basic role, Active Directory and domain services. We do not want any Azure Active Directory. Click on next and simply click on install. So it will take a while and it will install that role. Okay, so this role installation has been done. Click on close. So now what we did, we have just installed the role. Okay. This server is not configured as a domain controller now, right? So now we have to promote this server to domain controller, right? So for the same, after installing that role, you are getting one yellow flag here, right? Click on that flag. You are getting this option, promote this server to a domain controller. Click on that. Now it is asking like if you are having any existing domain controller, you can join that into the domain, but we do not have any existing one. So we are creating new domain, and domain name you can enter anything. I am just entering abc.com. You can enter your name or your organization name, whatever do you want, you can enter it. abc.com. Okay, click on next. Now it is asking for DSRM password. So what is DSRM? Like whenever your any server goes down or it's got corrupted, na, so this is a kind of restoration mode. You will get one file, and from that file you can restore all the users and computer accounts to new server. Okay. So it is asking to create some password for DSRM. So I'm entering the password. Click next. We do not want any DNS delegation. Click next. And NetWife's name, it will show ABC. Why? Because our domain is abc.com. Click on next. So this here database path, it is very, very important for interview perspective as well. Like they can ask you what is the location of Active Directory database log. So please remember C Windows NTDS, and for SYS folder, C Windows SYS. Okay, so database is there, log file is there, and SYS volume files will be there. Okay, click on next. So this is a summary what we have selected. If you want, you can change that path as well, like database folder path, but we will go with the default one. Click on next. Now, simply click on the install. So now it is installing the Active Directory and domain services role in our server, and after that our server will be domain controller. Any doubt guys here so far?
Oh, no, Mahesh, clear.
Okay. Because from tomorrow we will start with the core component of Citrix only, right? We will configure this one. Okay, so what I need from you guys, please do install one domain controller on your system, right? And then I will show you how to configure delivery controller. Okay, so from tomorrow onwards we will continue with Citrix part. Okay.
Yeah. We can deploy domain control on top of Windows Server 2012 also, no worries, right?
Yes.
Actually, I have 2012 OS only.
No, no, it is very, very outdated, man. Please download 2019 from Microsoft official website. Okay,
Okay, okay.
just search on the Google, download Windows Server 2019. Okay, because 2012 is outdated. So here Our domain controller is almost done, right? I will explain you how to create user accounts and computer accounts in next session when we will configure like other machines. Okay, so we will cover in between all those things. And also we are having only 3 minutes remaining in this class. So what I will do, I have to share two recording with you guys, right? A last recording and this recording. So I will share the recording with you, and please follow. Please deploy domain controller at least, right? And from tomorrow we will continue with the
Yeah.
Citrix core components. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So it will take a while. Why? Because it is installing the Active Directory role. Okay. We still have 2 minutes. So let's wait for this. And guys, from tomorrow, is it okay for you guys to connect at 7 a.m. in the morning? Yeah, okay, no problem.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, guys, it will take a time. I will leave it as it is, and we will start from here only tomorrow morning. Okay. And
Yeah.
pre-download Windows Server ISO media, right? And try to deploy domain controller. And also, I will share one more video with you guys. In that, I already explained how to configure the domain controller. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, Mahesh. Bye.